Hey folks, I'm back. Listen, today I want to talk to you guys about the subject matter of having a better relationship with your spouse, or having a better relationship with your nearest and your dearest. Because let me tell you something, you can live with someone, you could know someone for a very, very long time, but you may not know that much of them, about them. Let me explain what I mean. That person in your life could sleep with you, could be with you, could just be there as a body, as a next person, but they're just close, physically that they're close. But you don't know what's going on inside their head. How are you communicating with them? How are you finding ways of getting to know them better? Not obvious things, I'm talking about little things here, because these little things pile up. Now, if you're a bit confused at this point of what I'm talking about, then give me a second, give me a little minute and I'll explain. For example, your spouse. If I were to ask you a question, how much do you know of them? I'm talking about the good things, things that they like, from daily things, how they like their bread to be spread with butter. Do they like it very buttery? Do they like it with jam? Do they like their bread toasted? Do they like fried, boiled eggs? I don't know, but these are just few examples, little intricacies, how they like to dress, what are their preferences, what turns them on, what turns them off, how to communicate with them, what is their style of communication, where do they like to go, who do they like to be with, what kind of books do they read, what kind of things do they like to see. These are the sort of things I'm talking about, the intricacies of knowing a person better. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things that may be obvious, yes, the general things, yes, that you will know, but I'm talking about the intricacies, the finer details. Because when we're in a relationship, we know general things about one another. But what about the in-depth, the really detailed things about that individual? Because when you start to know these things, it improves the quality of your relationship with that person. You know what angers them, what things that drives them, motivates them, what are they passionate about, what are their fears, phobias, what are their downfalls. Because then knowing this, you don't use it against them, you help them and empower them to grow, to move forwards, to develop. That's what it's about, because at the end of the day, you need to be committed to learn about your partner. And let me tell you something out there. Don't think just because you've been with your partner for so long that you know them very, very well, because true learning is ongoing. You have to be committed and look for things that you didn't know before about your partner. These are the sort of things that I'm talking about. Not bad things, but good things. And I'm not talking about digging out past sinful things or past wrongs that they've done. I'm not talking about these sort of things. I'm talking about learning new things that you didn't know about your partner. Because I bet you that you may know someone, but then when a situation unfolds, you didn't expect that they'll react that way. You thought, hang on a second, I thought that I know this person well enough that they'll respond this way, but instead they responded the opposite way. That only happened because you didn't take time to get to know them better. This is what I'm trying to say. People are only predictable according to the situations and circumstances that they've been in over and over again. But what about the new situations, new circumstances that they've not been exposed to? You don't know how they're going to react, what they're going to say, what they're going to do you? But what I am trying to say is to learn more about your partner. Not the obvious things, my people. Not the general things that you just see in front of you. No. Inquire about them. Ask about them. That is what it's about. Learn the intricacies. For example, the area of intimacy, how they like to be touched. There's a general touch that makes them feel good and appreciated and loved and adored. Yes. But what about the special touches that really turns them on? What about the special touches that makes them feel alive, that makes them laugh, smile? What about these sort of touches? What about the tingly touches? That's the area of intimacy. Now what about the area of communication and connection? What makes them laugh? What makes them smile? What makes them run a mile? These are the sort of things I'm talking about. How do you build a heartfelt conversation with your partner, with your spouse, if you don't even commit to learn and to try and understand one another? This is what it's about. Look for as many ways as possible to learn new things about your partner, new things that you didn't know already, new things that are not obvious to you before. The only way to do that, my friend, is first of all have an open-minded approach. And an open-minded approach means you have to go out there, you have to be committed, and you have to really lead the way. Make moves. Ask them, how do you like things? Do you like it this way? What do you prefer? Start asking questions. to your partner, because that actually makes them feel appreciated. That actually makes them feel as if, hang on a second, this person wants to know me better. They're paying attention to me. They're asking me questions. I bet you, I'll give you an example right now. Something that just got brought to the top of my head just now. I just thought about it now. When you want to make someone feel special, you have to ask a lot of questions. The conversation should be about them, not just about you. At the end of the day, that will make someone feel special, because that means you're giving them full attention. You're asking about them, you're inquiring about them, and that makes them feel really good. So, take it on board. If I've ranted on and on, I do apologize. But as I say with all of my, majority of my videos, it's important to stress a point over and over again in so many different ways, but say the same message until it's clearly understood. So, people, do as I say as I do, or whatever it is. By the end of the day, all I have to say is take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.